Many people expect law enforcement officers to do just that, enforce the law. But what happens when instead they use the vast power of the state to bully people who are engaged in not just lawful conduct, but constitutionally protected activity? Police across Texas often let their emotions get the best of them, enforcing their whims and feelings on others, and even scheming about their disdain for the law. Today's show is about the Feelings Police in Highland Park, Texas, which is the wealthiest city in the state. It's the almost park of the Dallas area, and they appear to be equally abusive to those who dare exercise their rights in public. A cyclist was detained and identified by a uniformed police sergeant who was driving an unmarked, privately owned vehicle. According to the detained man, there was no traffic violation or reasonable suspicion for the stop. The officer articulated only the lawful conduct as the reason for the stop. In Texas, unless you are a driver of a motor vehicle, you are required to identify to police only when under lawful arrest. This rights violation incident occurred on Livingston Avenue at Preston Road outside of the Highland Park Village, a 90-year-old retail strip center. To correctly perceive the magnitude of this shakedown, keep in mind that 3 additional officers were summoned to the scene.
How we doing?
Or eligible class 8 fire 23. He does have an eligible LCC.
All right.
So he's got a, yeah, he's good.
Okay, LTC? All right.
Yeah, okay. All right, so.
Be safe.
Thanks.
Was he was what? Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. No, it's just, I don't understand why people do that.
It was a security guard that works at one of the stores up here.
Well, if you're a security guard, if you're carrying a gun, you should probably wear your uniform.
I'm sorry?
If you're carrying a gun outward, and you're a security guard, like, wear your uniform, bro.
He's not, but, you know, he's going to get called on all over town.
Oh, he's going to, yeah. Just got to expect that. Yeah, he turned around and was taking videos of us. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens whenever you just roll around with your gun out.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta. I don't like that open carry law. I hope it's X. I'm supportive of the constitutional carry, but I don't think you should open carry. In my opinion.
I was highly critical of
The officer said, "That's what happens when you engage in legal activity." Ridiculous. The on-duty state actors then proceeded to steal time from the city as they pontificate their opposition to the state law and their contempt of the people. The body camera is abruptly deactivated once the officer realized that he is recording the conversation. Of course, he's already stated his contempt for video cameras.
Yeah, he turned around and was taking videos of us. I'm like,
if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. When all a cop can do is complain about the first 2 constitutional amendments, are there any rights left that he would uphold? This is why police don't like cameras. They frequently scheme against the public. Instead of making productive changes, the police will likely respond by running their cameras even less and concealing video recordings in the future. And that's unfortunate because they're already failing to record even when they are required to by policy. For example, there is no video of the beginning of the stop. Although we can see from the video that Sergeant Byrd was wearing a body camera, the video was not turned over, supposedly because the officer did not activate the camera. You cannot trust the police, and that's why you need to record. The public should wear body cameras. The person who was stopped told me, quote, "The very next day I purchased a body camera off Amazon," end quote. Don't wait until it's too late. I recommend the CamPro body camera. I have an affiliate link to the camera in the video description below.
Highland Park DPS.
Hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Highland Park DPS. This is Haley.
Hi, Haley. This is Justin. I'm taking a trip to Highland Park soon, and I'm trying to get a list of the laws that y'all don't follow so I don't have any confrontations with the police.
Okay. So any record requests will need to be submitted in writing. Do you have a pen and paper and I can give you that email address?
No, I'm not trying to do a records request quite yet. I'm trying to determine which rights I cannot practice and enjoy in Highland Park so I don't have any problems with the police. It's my understanding that there are a number of laws that the police do not observe in your city, and I need to figure that out for my trip.
Okay. That's going to be something I would submit to you on a paper. So that's going to be a record. So I would still need
No, I'm on the phone right now, not on paper or email. I'm on the phone right now.
Okay, well, let me get your contact info so I can have an officer give you a call back.
Who are you? You said DPS.
I'm the secretary and custodian of records. So the information you're asking, is that something I can provide unless it's a record?
I mean, I would like to know the official, not arbitrary. Can you just tell me officially what it is so I know?
Sir, let me get your contact info so I can get the appropriate person to talk to you.
Okay, who would that be?
It would be our assistant chief,
Okay, and what's his or her name?
Wayne Kilmer.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. I'll get this over to our assistant
And
chief.
Haley,
Okay?
you were telling me there was a way I could do an open records request. What is that process?
You'll just submit that in writing to records,
Mm-hmm.
RECORDS, at hpdps.org.
Okay, and does that email go to you?
Yes.
All right, Haley, I certainly appreciate it, and I will be looking forward to hearing from Mr. Kilmer, and have a great day.
You too.
I
Thank you.
think, bye. This is a developing story. I was unable to connect with Assistant Chief Wayne Kilmer prior to publication. I submitted an open records request to the police department for additional information. If you have experienced any problems with Highland Park, please send an email to justin@justinpulliam.com. It's also important to consider what can be done about police tyranny. Many people state that it is a training problem and that the police just don't know the law. That's bogus. The police know these laws well. They just don't care. So then we just need more accountability, some might say. True, judicial activism made the police untouchable, and the legislators have made them into a super class of citizen. But even when there are more cameras on police, I've demonstrated in other videos that they start abusing people again as soon as they think they're not on camera. Well, Justin, maybe the bad cops just need to be fired. And I agree, they do. But who will replace them? Many of the best cops have already been pushed out or have moved on to better things. It's a structural issue, and this video shows what happens when the police force is separated from the voters by layers of bureaucracy. The police are the fourth branch of government, and they are accountable to no one. Until you find it in your heart to reduce the size and scope of government, not much will change. Always exercise your rights. Remain silent, have an attorney, and record the police.